Imagine this. You walk into work every morning, believing your boss only cares about one thing: your results, the deadlines you hit, the projects you complete, and the hours you put in. But here is the truth. They are not just looking at your output. They are grading you on a silent test you never studied for. This test is not written down anywhere. It is not in the employee handbook. No manager will ever hand it to you, but it exists. And your boss is scoring you on it every single day. 3 hidden questions sit on that test. Questions your boss asks themselves every time they look at you. And here is the scary part. You can be the hardest worker in the room, but if you fail even one of those questions, you might never get the promotion. So what are these questions? What are the 3 silent traits that bosses always notice but never say out loud? That is exactly what we are going to uncover today. Welcome to Exec Edge. This is the place where you learn the hidden rules of success that nobody talks about at work. Now, here is the big problem. Most people believe promotions are fair. They believe if you just show up, do your work, and stay loyal, eventually someone will tap you on the shoulder and say, "It's your turn." But that is not how it works anymore. Companies are leaner. Competition is tougher. And bosses do not promote based only on hard work. They promote based on signals, quiet signals, that most people never notice. And here's the kicker. These signals are not in your job description. They are not in the performance review sheet. You only figure them out if someone lets you in on the secret. And most of the time, no one ever does. That is why so many hardworking people stay stuck for years, because they are playing the wrong game without even knowing it. In this video, I am going to break down the 3 silent traits every boss is scanning for. Once you understand them, you will see why certain people rise faster. And more importantly, you will know how to start using these traits to move your own career forward. The first trait is visibility. And I don't mean being loud or showing off. Visibility is about whether your boss and other decision makers can actually see the impact of your work. Think about this. You might be the quiet star. You finish your projects early. You solve problems on your own. You never cause drama. But here's the issue. If all of that happens behind the scenes, your boss has no way of connecting your name to those wins. In their mind, it is like invisible progress. Now compare that to the person who speaks up in meetings, who shares updates on what they are working on, who casually reminds the team when they solve a tricky problem. That person's work gets tied to their name. And guess who your boss is more likely to notice when it is time to decide promotions? Visibility is not bragging. It is not taking credit for things you did not do. It is making sure the value you bring is connected to your presence. Here is a simple way to do it. In your next team meeting, do not just say, "The project is done." Instead, say, "The project is done." And here's the specific challenge we overcame to finish it. That one sentence changes how people see you. Suddenly, your boss links you with solving problems, not just finishing tasks. The truth is, bosses are busy. They do not have time to notice every detail. If you want to be on their radar, you need to make your value visible. Picture this. 2 employees are up for the same promotion. Both are talented. Both deliver results. Both stay on top of their deadlines. On paper, they look almost identical. But when the final decision is being made, the boss leans back and says, "I just feel more confident with Sarah." Why Sarah? It is not that she is smarter. It is not that she worked longer hours. It is because the boss trusts her. Here is what most people forget. A promotion is not just a reward for past work. It is a gamble on the future. When a boss promotes you, they are attaching their own reputation to your name. They are saying to their own boss, "I believe this person will make me look good." That is why likability and trust matter so much. It is about whether your boss feels safe putting you in that position. Think about it. If someone constantly misses small promises, shows up with negative energy, or makes every meeting heavier, would you gamble your own reputation on them? Probably not. Now think about the person who follows through, who listens when others speak, who brings calm when things get stressful. That is the person who becomes the safe choice. Because technical skills open the door, but likability and trust decide if that door leads to something bigger. And if your boss sees you as the person who makes life easier, not harder, you instantly rise to the top of the list. The third trait is strategic alignment. And the best way to think about it is like rowing a boat. Picture a team of rowers. Everyone is working hard. The water is splashing. Muscles are burning. But here is the catch. If even one person is rowing in a different direction, the boat drifts off course. No matter how hard they all work, they will never reach the finish line. That is exactly how companies work. You can be the hardest rower on the team. You can give everything you have, day after day. But if your effort is not aligned with where leadership is steering the boat, your boss will see you as wasted energy. Now imagine, you are the rower who is perfectly in sync with the captain's call. Every stroke matches the direction of the boat. That is the person who stands out because they are not just working hard. They are moving the whole team closer to the goal. For you, this means asking a simple question. Do you know where your boss is steering the boat? What are the top goals your boss is being judged on? What is their boss pushing them to deliver? When you connect your daily work to those bigger goals, you are no longer just another person rowing. You become the one helping the captain reach the finish line. And bosses notice that instantly because at the end of the day, hard work alone is just rowing in place. Strategic alignment is rowing in the right direction. And that is what makes you promotion ready. So, let's take a step back. You now know the 3 silent traits your boss is paying attention to. Visibility, likability, plus trust, and strategic alignment. Notice how none of these were in your job description? Nobody handed you a checklist on day 1 that said, make your work visible, build trust, align with strategy. And yet, these are the exact signals that quietly decide who rises and who stays stuck. That can feel unfair at first. But here is the truth. Once you see the hidden game, you are no longer powerless. You know what to focus on. You know what to show. And you know how to shift the way your boss sees you. The best part is, you do not need to fake it. You do not need to play politics or turn into someone you are not. You just need to take what you are already doing and connect it to what bosses naturally look for. So here is my question for you. Which of these 3 traits are you strongest in right now? And which one needs the most work? Think about it, then drop your answer in the comments, because writing it down is the first step to actually improving it. And if you want to go even deeper into how power really works at work, watch Office Politics Explained in 15 minutes. It will give you the bigger playbook that makes these traits even more powerful. Remember, hard work matters, but hard work alone does not get you promoted. Visibility, trust, and alignment do. And now you know the game.